What's up, collective? So, this is going to be a different reading. It's going to be one where we're going to talk about audacity. It's the audacity of those who've hurt us and think that they can return because it's a retrograde. Like, or those who have taken offense when we've leveled up after they've hurt us. Because, again, what else were we supposed to do? These are the people who we have left behind because they didn't answer the calling. This is the audacity of the people that remain in our energy when we don't want you anymore. For a lot of the collective, we gave them so much grace and patience. We work with them, we saw their potential, but yet now it's our fault that they haven't leveled up, that we had to choose ourselves and walk away. You know, my son asked me the other day, with everything going on in the world, he was like, Mom, where are all the spiritual people? Where are all the people who believe in God? Where are all the people? And I told him, Sweetie, they're in their house. They're in their house. It has been become so difficult for us to operate in the real world, confirmation, with all these people who just, again, if you are part of the collective, and you don't have to be part of the collective, you don't. You just have to be like somebody who chooses yourself. These people feel like you have slighted them. You have slighted them by choosing yourself, by choosing to love yourself more than them. And I'm going to tell you all, always choose to love yourself more than them, because they will never choose you. Ever. They will never choose to love you more than themselves. Ever. These are people who are codependent, who are selfish, who have chosen not to love the divine. And it doesn't even have to be that. You don't have to be spiritual. You just have to be a decent fucking human being. But they have chosen not to do that. For my collective out there, keep choosing yourself. We need you more than ever to do the healing work and help heal everybody else. Again, it kind of broke my heart to tell my son that, when he asked me where all of us were, and I told him in our house, it kind of broke my heart to tell him that. But that's the truth. Is we just know that there's so many toxic people out there, and it's so hard for us to to awaken them. There are so many people out there in the world who just don't want to be awakened. So many people out there in the world who just want to remain as a reader, I see the most disturbing things about people. I see their deepest, darkest secrets, what they do when nobody is looking. And any other reader will tell you the same thing. It's disturbing. They will cast evil eyes upon us, with death on us, or want us to just shut the fuck up because they know that we see them for who they really are. And it's disturbing. I have the things I have seen in these readings, and again, any other reader will tell you that they don't always say what they see because it's so fucking disturbing that you just you just can't say it all. There are things that we see, that we witness, that we just keep to ourselves. And sometimes the divine doesn't want us to say it either. Everything going on in the world right now, it is time for everybody to really go within, to choose to be a better person, to choose the divine, to walk in that path. Our readings, it does take a lot out of us to do these every day or every other day or, whatever schedule we have. Um, in addition to having to live real lives, we also have to dip into the most darkest energies that are extremely draining. We see the worst of people, the things that they don't want us to see, and the things that they get mad that we see about them. But again, these are not things we can't choose our readings. We don't choose what comes out in the cards. We don't choose what we see. We don't choose what the divine wants us to tell you. These are readings that, whether or not it resonates with you, somebody out there needed to hear it. So even if it touches only one person, that was its goal. One person out there needed to hear it. One person either needed reassurance that they were on the right path, or one person needed to hear that you need to get the fuck out. That is our job. That is our goal. That is our purpose. So, no, not all readings are going to resonate with all of you. They're not. And I would love for all of my readings to resonate with all of you, but they're not. Just like every other reader, you know, we can only control what comes out in the cards. Whatever comes out, that's what we read because somebody out there needs to hear it. It's going to help somebody. When I went through my awakening, I there were some people that I followed and then some people that I unfollowed. And I found my soul tribe. People that I was like, yes, that's my soul tribe. And that's who I followed because they helped me through one of the darkest times in my life. That's our job. But you have to understand we're not going to resonate for everybody. And again, if you're here not on a purpose, not as somebody who's spiritual, and you just want us to tell you when you're going to meet your significant other, that's not our job. The divine has gifted us with something that is so much bigger. And yes, can we flip our cards and tell you roughly about that? But that's not our jobs. The people who are on purpose, again, that's not our job. Our job is to help you through your transition, through your awakening, to get to your purpose. So, no, we can't always tell you if you're going to meet Billy on Tuesday and that's the person you're going to marry, because that's not our job. Our job is to be here to support you while you go through your awakening, why you met some person who was a complete turd in your life, but was also a lesson. And for a lot of you, you were destined to meet them. You were destined to meet them because it was going to change who you are. It was part of your purpose. I've met them. My awakening was extremely, extremely hard. And then after that, I got tested immediately after, and it changed the entire person that I am. This, if you are walking in your purpose and you are part of the collective, you have to understand all of this is part of your purpose and you signed up for it. I know, crazy, right? Like you signed up for this. For a lot of us, we have chosen to come back. We have chosen to, like, the divine was like, well, I want you to go back, and we were like, all right, fine. A lot of us chose this. You chose to come back. You chose to be the person who's going to break those generational curses. You chose, you're an earth angel, you're a healer. You chose to come back. And it's fucking crazy, right? Because I know that I chose this. I don't know why the fuck I did, but I know that I did. And it's crazy. It's crazy. I know that there are certain people I need to work with, and it's insane that we sign up for this. But we do. And it's our job to awaken others and get them on the path If you look at everything that's going on in the world right now, the world needs us more than anything in the whole wide world. There is so much just chaos and confusion going on. So many people hurting each other. My son asks me, like, because, my kids know that I'm spiritual. And they're like, Mom, why would God let this happen? It's not God, it's not the divine. There's so many lost people in the world that us as the collective, we need to help. And if you have just been awakened, that's your job too, to help and support and awaken other people. Not everybody is part of the collective, but it's our job to awaken them that this is not this is not the way. It is our job to help and support everybody. There, you know, one of the things, so if you look at like the dating pool, okay? Everybody keeps saying the dating pool is garbage, it's shit, it's this, it's that. That's because people are not healing. It's our job to help people heal. Should you go from one relationship to another? No, you shouldn't. Absolutely not. You should heal from one relationship. Look, I would never get back with any of my exes, but I don't have any ill will towards any of my exes either. They were all lessons that I needed to learn about myself. What in that relationship did I allow? Because you have to remember, collective, nobody can mistreat you without your permission. I let people mistreat me all the time, abuse me, use me. Um, that is all stuff I allowed. And again, these people are all lessons. And the lesson is, again, what will you allow people to get away with? The man that I was with before I went through my awakening, I love the shit out of that dude. But I also allowed him to abuse me over and over and over and over. And when it finally ended, again, that's when I went through my awakening. The shit that I look back at, like, I would never, ever fucking allow that to happen now. They're all lessons. It's our job as the collective to help others to awaken and to be healed. My readings, again, I dislike the fact that they're pretty negative. but I can't control what comes out. What comes out is what comes out. I try to end them on positive notes, but again, I can't control what comes out. If the divine and the universe wants people to know the things that are coming out, then these are warnings. These are the things that you guys need to know about. And I make no apologies for that. Again, I have made my own cards. I have a plethora of different cards, different, trying to spread it out. I have like 200 decks. And so whatever comes out comes out. And again, I don't want to make my readings negative, but if what comes out is helping one person or the certain person that needs to hear this, then I have done my job. My job is to give you guys the information that the divine wants me to tell you guys. I pray over the cards before I do any of my readings. And I ask the divine to block out any messages that are not meant for you. I ask the divine to protect me and my loved ones and to protect you guys. And I do return to senders whenever I see anything that shouldn't be. Like if I see people trying to attack you, I ask the divine to return to sender. These readings, again, us as readers, we've been tasked to tell you guys messages that you guys need to hear, especially when it comes to very toxic situations. And I hope that you guys are listening to that because, God forbid, something happens. If I tell you that somebody, is out here being reckless sexually, please listen to that. Again, I'm not doing these readings. I make zero money off these readings. Okay, I do this. I work very long days and I do these readings after working 10 hours a day. I work on the weekends. I do these readings after very long days. And I want to give you guys the messages that the divine needs you guys to hear. Is it going to resonate with everybody? No, it's not. These messages are, if they resonate with you, that is a message for you. It's a warning for you. It's a message for you. I love to see the positive messages. Yesterday, I posted a reading about Pisces. Somebody was trying to cock block you guys, and the divine came down with judgment and said, "No, bitch. They're getting new love, and this is going to be like their divine counterpart." I can only give you guys the readings that come through, and I love to see the positive things. I love it. Absolutely. Absolutely. On my desk right now, I probably have thousands and thousands of cards. The crazy part is that karmics are not that original. So when you guys are like, oh, the same stuff comes out. Yeah, because karmics are not that original. I will do readings and I will get the same exact cards. And you have to understand in a standard tarot deck, there are 82 cards. This deck right here that I made has 120 cards. And the fact that the same cards come out over and over and over and over again, these people are not that original. They want to hurt people, they want to destroy people's lives. They're not very original. They're not. But the things that all of us can do as the collective is support each other as the collective. And again, always keep, you know why most high priestesses cannot be impacted by witchcraft or whatever? Because our frequency is so high. We're like, bitch, bye. I want all of you guys to keep that high frequency. I want you guys to always understand that happiness is a choice. Success is a choice. Being a star player is a choice. Not allowing bitch ass, I normally would say the word I'm going to say, but I'm not going to, but not allowing people to impact you is a choice. Nobody in this world can impact you with spell work if you know who the fuck you are and what the fuck you're about. Do return to senders. And again, for the majority of you guys, your spiritual team is so fucking gang that, like, I know my spiritual team, if you fuck with mine, bitch, I really feel sorry for you. I rarely do return to senders. I do not do spell work. I do not do return to senders, other than when I pray over your guys' cards. And that's only because I have to combat the collective. So when I do readings for you guys, it goes like this: angels, ancestors, gods and goddesses, spirit guides, and the divine. Please protect me, my loved ones, and my collective. Please block out any messages that are not meant for the collective. Please protect me and my loved ones as I channel these messages. Please return to sender any and all hexes, curses, spell work, evil eye, juju, whatever, tenfold. That's the only time I do return to senders. But you have to understand, I'm also channeling a lot of energy. I have to channel all of your guys' energy, and that's a lot of energy. So I don't know who's sending me spell work. I don't know who's sending you spell work. I don't know who's sending my family spell work. That's the only time I do spell work. But when you get, again, when you understand that you're so protected, and you have to understand this, you're so fucking protected. Your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, they're never going to let these people win. They're never going to allow these entities to win. Like, my thing is, like, I'll help you guys out. Like, okay, return to sender. If I return to sender some shit, I already know that I'm gonna fucking wreck that person. My son had asked me, and I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I did. Like where we're all at. And I told him in our house. In our house. Because that's where we feel safe at. We don't fuck around with you people with because we know what's out there. But the thing is, and I'm gonna sound like a huge hypocrite right now because I stay in my fucking house, right? Um, there's so much going on right now that we really, really do need to get out there. We do. I mean, use your discernment, use your intuition, but there's just so much going on out there. And we really do need to help those people. We really do need to reach out. We really do need to be the healers that we are. For a lot of us, we're star seeds, we're healers. We really do need to reach out. Not to the people who have already shown us that they will put 10 swords in our backs. That's absolutely fuck no. But to everybody else, um, to the people, again, use your discernment. By now in our journey, we should be able to tell who's on some fuck shit and who's not. And we should be able to help those who are not on fuck shit. There's a lot of people who are lost. And again, if you've already reached out to those people and they've already fucked you over, then they can go fuck themselves. And that's a fucking hard no. But for everybody else, like if there's people out there they need our help, again, use your discernment. Use your intuition. Be the high priestess or high priest or hierophant that you are and help those people. And for everybody else, they can go fuck themselves. But it's getting to the point where we really do need to help people. We really do. That is our job as the collective, to awaken others, to help them, to again, not at the detriment of yourself, your family, your friends, but use your discernment. I feel like we have been at this all of these lessons and these tasks. We've been at like collective boot camp. And I feel like the divine is calling us to arms now. There's a lot of people out here in the world that are hurting each other, unhealed, lost. And again, we were lost at one point, and it's I feel like the divine is calling us. We can't keep allowing people to hurt each other. And it's time for us to, I feel like for a lot of us, we've been in hermit mode. It's time for us to come out of our cocoons and to start helping others, awaken others, get others on the path. If they don't want to awaken, they don't want to get on the path, then that's their choice. Again, we've all encountered people that we've dated that's the reason we had to leave. They didn't want to awaken. They didn't want to get on the path. They didn't want to answer the call. But there's other people that will. And it has nothing to do with romance or love. It has to do with awakening everybody else. There is a lot of things going on in the world that we need to start helping with. And that's our job. Sorry for that pause. I had to plug in my computer. Again, we are the collective. This is our job. This is our purpose. This is what we're supposed to do. There is so many people out there that we need to reach out to. And again, this has nothing to do with love or romance or anything like that. It has to do with, if you are part of the collective, it's time for us to reach out to everybody that we can. Because that's our job. Reach out to everybody that you know, have them reach out to everybody that they know. It is time for us to reach out to everybody and to awaken the entire, whoever we can awaken. It's time for the awakening. That's our job. And it's time. I love you all. I hope that you share this message with everybody that you can, and they share it with everybody that they can, because it's really time for us to awaken. I love you all. Peace be with you. I hope you guys are all stay blessed. Please share this message with everybody that you can. And I love you all. Peace be with you.